Good evening and welcome to Vlogmas Day 9. Today we've had a very boring day, just a typical day. Did chores, cooked dinner, everybody take showers. You can probably hear them in the background screeching. But yeah, that was basically our day. Nothing too exciting. We did open our Advents, which you will have seen. Speaking of Advents, I have the Sewrella 24-day Advent. This is our first year doing an Advent, and I love Sewrella's yarn. Her collections are just absolutely beautiful. However, I'm not really happy with this Advent. We are on day 9, and it has been red, more red, and more red. And now it's kind of going into pink, and pink and red really aren't my favorite colors. I mean, I get it that it's Christmas and it's kind of around Mickey and Disney themed things at Christmas, but a little variety wouldn't kill anybody. Okay, back. Had to kick the dogs out because they were being way too loud. And now this one's over here. There left one and he's in here being ridiculous. Remy, can you stop? Remington, lay down. Anyhow, what I was saying, I'm not impressed with the Sewrella Advent. The yarn's really, great. And if you're a red fan, you would be over the moon. I'm just not very big red fan. Ugh, I can't talk. I'm not a very big red fan. So next year I will definitely be doing a different type of Advent, someone else's. I've been seeing a lot of really pretty ones that I'm kind of envious of, but I am very blessed to have been able to get an Advent anyway, so I should just be grateful. But we'll see what I end up making with it. But I have got a fair amount of knitting done today. I have a half-finished object. So I finished one of my Sockmas socks. This is the String of Hearts pattern by Maddie Hobbs, which I absolutely love. And the yarn is Castle by Day. That was by Ruby and Roses. She had this exclusive for the Sockmas Make Along this year, and the colors are not showing up because it's night and not that great in here, but I really love it. It's a little snug on my foot, so I'm thinking that I'm gonna check and see if my daughter wants it, and if not, then oh, that is a loose stitch. Do you see that right here? It's just a stitch, just like hanging out. Oh, I shall fix that somehow. How on earth did I manage that? I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna fix that. I will see if my daughter wants it. If not, then I have someone in mind that I could gift it to. But I cast on the second sock so that I will, if we go to the park or anything, I can just work on this. But I've gotten this much done, which isn't very much. I'm just doing 1x1 ribbing for 20 rounds, which really is not my favorite, but every once in a while I get it in my head that I need to do 1x1, and then when the second sock comes around I regret it. So that's what's happened here. But I think we have one more week until Sockmas ends. It ends on the 17th if I am correct. So I should be able to get this second sock done in that time frame pretty easily, hopefully. Depends on what the week is like, but I'm happy to be trudging along on that. And then these sock blockers are really cute. I got like little bees on them. I got them on Etsy. I'll have them linked down below. They're a little smaller. I got the medium size, and they're a little smaller than other sock blockers that I've gotten for size medium. So because I have quite a bit of, like, right here is the end of the sock blocker, and I can pull it quite a bit. So normally I just do smaller sizes to block on that. But I've been watching some Vlogmases. I'm on day 4. I'd like to get to day 6 tonight before going to bed so that I could be semi caught up. We'll see. And I plan to get as much done on the second sleeve as I can. Last night I got a pretty fair amount done, so I will work on that. I'd like to get pretty far on it, so we'll see how that goes. Tomorrow I have to run some errands and do some just random things. I think it's supposed to be a little warmer. It was like 44 today, and it's 30 degrees right now. It's like 10 o'clock at night. I'm a night owl. But yeah, it's really cold, so hopefully the water doesn't freeze, because that's never fun if that happens. But it's supposed to be warmer tomorrow, and I think it's supposed to be like near 80 on Saturday, so I'll have to spend some time outside and feed the ducks and stuff. It's been too cold to walk there recently. But yeah, this will probably be a little bit of a shorter day, but now watch, it'll probably be even longer than most of the other ones. We'll see. But I will talk to you guys tomorrow. So I was about to go to bed, and I remembered that I didn't answer the questions that were asked about tiny living, and I didn't want to push it off to another day. So I hopped back on, and I'm going to answer a few of your questions. One of the questions was, I'm wondering if there's anything you miss about not living tiny. So one thing that we miss is a couch, like a real couch. Oh, Monty's gonna jump again. Hi, bud. So we have, like, what we have is essentially a twin size bed that we use as a couch. But what we really miss is like a real couch. trying to think if there's anything else we miss. Not really. I always say that the tiny is kind of like a TARDIS, where it's bigger on the inside. Because you look at it from the outside and it looks so small, but then you get inside and you're like, oh, this kind of feels pretty big. So yeah, we've enjoyed living tiny. It's been fun, and it's definitely made me and my husband not want a big house in the future. We definitely want to have like a little cottage or something small in the future, and not something huge 2,000 square foot house. So yeah, and my kids they go up and down. Sometimes they really like it. Sometimes they get annoyed that they can't stand up in the room because their rooms are up in the lofts. We have 2 lofts, and sometimes they get annoyed with that. But for the most part, they're very adaptable, and my youngest has been traveling. We've been travel nursing across the country since he was 2, so it's really all that he knows. So yeah, they don't really, it's kind of what they know, so they kind of enjoy it. But I will say, when we've been somewhere for about 3-6 months, kids kind of start getting antsy and are like, okay, when are we going somewhere new? I'm ready to see something different. So they're definitely little gypsies. And another question was about school for the kids. So we homeschool the kids, and they would be homeschooled even if we weren't traveling. I hope you can't hear that, but I'm sure you can. My kids are supposed to be asleep. Their room's right above me. They're not asleep. So I apologize if you can hear scraping. They're cleaning. Sure. But they would be homeschooled even if we weren't moving or living tiny. It's just something that we kind of had decided to do. I was homeschooled my whole life, so it's all I know, and it worked really well with our schedule and our lifestyle. So that was all the questions I had, but if you have any more, feel free to ask. We're always pretty open about living tiny and travel nursing and things. So I did get a lot done on my Oxbow cardigan for my dad, the second sleeve. So I started here and I got to here. I have about 6 more increases. So hopefully tomorrow I will, yes, am I not paying attention? Hopefully tomorrow I can finish up this sleeve and then move on to the body. I have like 2 weeks. So I need to get my butt in gear and get that worked on. And I watched a lot of Vlogmas, but now I'm tired and I need to edit this vlog and try to get some sleep. Also need to put in a grocery order. I have a lot to do. Yeah. And I'm tired. I know. Hello, sweet baby. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you had a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. A little variety wouldn't kill anybody. So here's to hoping that here's to hoping that the next few days we shift into some other colors that aren't... River, do you have to breathe so loud right next to the camera? Hopefully it will be better soon, but River, shh, no.